Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Cindy Gray with Yoga and the Spirit of Health, and today we're going to explore downward facing dog, which is a wonderful posture that's as old as dogs, and it's a great pose. So we're going to work on it together, and we'll start first of all in Shavasana, as we always do. Just for a brief moment, we're going to go into it, flatten out the body, relax a little bit. Just take a moment and let the lower back just begin to rock. A little bit of rocking, releasing any pressure or strain in the body, and then one leg at a time extends out. And bring our attention to our breath. And let's start by bringing our arms up toward the sky. We'll tuck our chin down. A little wiggle in the shoulders, allowing the shoulder blades to lift and lower. And then let's just sway them a little bit from side to side. Hey, Cook. And this is Cookie. And I'm very glad that he's joined us. And today I'm going to dedicate this program not only to our sweet little Cookie here. Let's open the hands up and let the arms go wider. I'm going to dedicate this to Stella, my beloved dog who died last year, and also to all dogs, really. And we're rocking. We've got the legs up in the air, squeezing the thighs toward the chest. A little bit of rounding. And I like to squeeze the legs from under the knees. That way you're not squeezing the knees. You're squeezing the thighs toward the chest. And the elbows will come down. And then just relax a little bit and rock. Making the back happy. And then we'll stop. We'll roll over onto our one side, push up. We're going to come into all fours, as dogs do. So we'll have all four paws on the floor. Adjusting so you've got plenty of distance between the wall on either side of you. So going into table pose, open the hands up really wide. See if your wrists are underneath your elbows, then shoulder. Hands are open wide. And the thumbs should be in alignment with each other. The knees are square, right underneath the hips. You should be able to rock back and forth like this. And then let's bring our toes to the mat. Inch them forward, and then push back. So we're gently waking up the feet a little bit, waking up the toes. Scooping the body up, exhaling it down. And we'll just go into a nice flat table. Tops of the feet locked down. Another deep breath. On the exhalation, tuck the tail in. Bring the nose toward the floor. The forehead aims toward the floor. Straighten the elbows. Open the hands. How do your wrists feel? Take a moment to think about how your wrists feel. On the exhale, we're going to go the opposite way. Tailbone lifts, the head lifts. Blow out a nice, good exhale. Push deeply into the hands. Another deep breath, and then exhale, flattening into table pose again. And right here, if your wrists aren't happy with this posture, you can go on open-fingered fists. That'll lift you up about a 1/4 inch. You can have them a straight line from the knuckles all the way up to the shoulder, but they need to be right under the shoulders. wiggle in your tail. Wiggle in your tail. Another deep breath. Palms will flatten again. And if you have a hard time going onto your knuckles, then rotate and work on over time strengthening the knuckles, the hands. Another deep breath. We're going to exhale down. We'll bring both front paws to the mat, your hands, your arms. So this is, we'll step back just a little bit, and we're going to stretch. Stretching deeply. Feel it under the arms. Triceps, bicep stretch. Another deep breath. We'll push up, bring in the knees. We're going to shift back into kind of a lazy child pose, just stretching, waking up the spine. Coming back up. A little more distance between the knees. On an exhale, just rock it back. Just waking up the body before we start. Come back up into table. Let's wake the legs up a little bit. We'll take a new breath. Right foot is locked down. We'll take a new breath. Exhale, left leg out. And point. Point, pull the belly in. You're going for straight out of the hip socket. You're not going for height. You're going for distance out. Elbows are straight. Exhale. Knee comes back in. A little swale of your doggy tail. Another deep breath, exhaling. Oh, stretching the back leg out. The right leg is out. Knee is straight. If you get a cramp at all, just push down into it. Maybe the left foot. Do what you need to do. You might even shake it out. Exhale, bringing it down. Toes find the mat again. Another deep breath. On the exhale, fingertips will go to the mat, coming up. Just rearranging. See how you feel. How do your wrists feel? You might need to give them a little squeeze, and you can do that. Give them a little squeeze. Inhaling, coming back into table. We're going to step the hands forward. Both front paws go forward. We'll take a new breath. Toes come to the mat. Slowly on the exhale. Slowly begin to lift. Slowly it goes. And we'll play with this posture a little bit by bending and straightening the knees. Arms are strong. Fingertips are wide. Fingers are real wide apart. Push the fingertips, including the thumbs, down to the mat. And when you feel like stopping, go ahead, and we'll slowly lower the heels down. And don't worry if your heels don't go all the way down, but if you feel your back is rounding, then bend the knees and flatten the back. Aim the top of the head to the mat. You can straighten the knees out if you'd like, or bend them, but keep the tail tall. Keep the tail very, very tall on your mat. Arms are strong. Another deep breath. Slowly exhale. We'll bring the knees back down. One finds the mat, then the other finds the mat. We'll stretch really, really long. Always breathing. Then the elbows find the mat. Kind of in a tiny puppy here in a way. Another deep breath on the exhale. We'll come up, toes find the mat. Again, the hips just lift up. And what I just did there is my toes were there and I jumped up. That's about as much of a jump as I tend to do. Some people jump up real high and real intensely, but my jump is small. So we'll just flatten that back. Keep the arms straight. The ears should be in line with your arms. Always breathing. Another deep breath. And this exhale, the left leg is just going to lift and stretch. Straightening the elbows. Always breathing, pulling the belly. Exhale, bringing them down. Another deep breath. And the right leg will lift. Oh. Stretching it out. Bring that left heel down a little bit if you can. Another deep breath. Exhale it down. And we're going to slowly walk. We'll go up onto fingertips now on our front paws. We'll bring in our feet till you feel comfy. Wherever they've landed, they feel comfy. There's no angle to them. They're straight forward. And we'll just slowly bring the fingertips toward the toes. Your knees can be as bent as you'd like. Always breathing. Another deep breath, slowly coming up into a standing posture. That was a little bit of dog, it's called downward facing dog or dog pose or down dog. It's also the sort of pose that people do quite quickly in a public class. So it's nice to go over the posture one-on-one, just you and me. So let's try that one more time. We'll go on to this side. We'll go back to the back of our mat. We'll bend the knees down. Fingertips will find the floor, kind of like an opposite of what we just did. And we're going to step out wide. Step out wide, bring the legs back. Feet are at least hip distance apart. Always breathing and then slowly lowering the heels a little bit. And then we're going to bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. They call this walking the dog. A little bit of a walking the dog. If you feel like your feet are out too far, just bring them back in some. Adjust yourself. Take a look at how you look, how you feel. Keeping the hands flat. Really give it a push. Stretching up the back of the hamstrings, the calf muscles. And then we'll just pause in down dog. See the inverted capital V. V like victory. Nice new breath. Exhale, bringing it down. Bringing it down. Tops of the feet flatten. We're going to come way back. And then the knees will split. They'll go to the sides of the mat. Big toes come together. We'll bring the arms down. And the palms have stretched out. They're really, really wide open. Take a look at your hands here. And if your wrists feel the need to do this, let's aim our fingertips toward each other. And then bring them in and push. Kind of like two swan heads coming together. And we'll just relax the hands, push them together. So we're doing a counter pose for our wrists because they were in an extreme position the other way. So this rests them in a different direction. Another deep breath. Exhale. We'll stretch them out. Stretch them out. We'll bring the nose to the mat, the forehead to the mat. Stretching long. This is a very extended child posture. Palms will come together. Nice deep breath. And we'll just lift those palms. And they'll just come up, and the back of the thumbs will find the back of the neck. Exhale, kind of settle down. Get your tail really down in there. Feeling the stretch up the back of the upper arms. This is a really good tricep stretch. Always breathing. And feel the pulse. It might be a little bit elevated, so we're going to just breathe and soften the breath. Now I hear the dog. Go figure. And the hands will come out. And we'll bring them back in. Oh, and this time let's lift up, arch the back. The chin lifts. Nice deep breath, exhaling, bringing the chin down. And let's round the back. Round it deeply. Push through the palms of the hands, taking a breath. Exhale, scoop it out. Envision a line between the back of your skull and your tailbone. Straighten the elbows, tighten that line. Observe the face, Eyebrows are soft. Jawline is soft. On the exhale, we'll pause, round the back, slowly dragging the hands and the arms towards you. Let's reach back. That feels good. Let's reach back. We'll lift up the head. On the exhale, we'll slowly bring the arms down. We'll make little cups. The knees will then become parallel with the mat. And let's just twist to one side, whatever side you want. There's only two. Oh. Swing over to the other side. Once more to the first side. I'm looking toward you right now. So I'm looking toward my right. So my left hand will get a hold of the outside of my right leg and just twist. Another deep breath. We're going to swing sides once more and just twist, looking over the shoulder. Let your eyes really look around to the back. We'll come back to the center. We're back at table. We'll do a little tail shake there for celebrate the dogs. So this is in honor of Cookie, who's going to stay out in the living room and fuss, and my sweet little Stella, and all dogs across the planet Earth. And we'll just go back into a seated position, however you like to sit, however you can sit. Remember too, if this is difficult for you, just lift up the hips. Just bring your blocks and perch. Just perch right there. Legs will go down, makes it a bit easier. And with that, I'm going to close today. And keep in mind the next video will be a similar workout, only with a chair. So you'll be able to be a dog that can stay up on the furniture. So we're having a howling good time in my house. I appreciate you watching. Take care. Namaste.